What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about the PlayStation events that, was going around a little bit. We talked about it many times. For as good as something might look, it's very easy to immediately knock you down a couple pegs, and that's what Jeff Grubb is very good at, right? So, look, I mean, the guy gets a lot of things right. Yeah, this is not like an attack or, an insult against him. It's good to hear, and it's actually something I talked about yesterday, right, where, we're hearing a lot of, different people, but not really the usual suspects, right? Not the Jeff Grubbs, not the Tom Hendersons. There's been a few things, maybe even back in the day, maybe halfway through this year, that Tom Henderson said that there might be a show, the second half of the year, and we haven't really gotten that. So, there was that, I guess, but generally these people haven't really spoken up to say anything. It's really other people that are, you just don't know. You don't know as well if they're telling the truth or if they, if they're getting their sources from the right people or whatever. So, okay, well, up until this point, to play catch up really fast, right? We've heard a lot of different things. I made the video yesterday. We talked about the idea of a PlayStation showcase or PlayStation event on December 3rd. And so, you got the 30th anniversary, all that jazz. It showed up in the ad yesterday, the PS5 ad. Now, Jeff Grubb came in and he said two different things. Number one, he literally said he wouldn't get your hopes up, or I wouldn't get my hopes up. Okay, that's one. And then he also just flat out said for the second thing, he said that he has not heard about a state of play or a showcase for December. And honestly, he's pretty good with that specific one, right? So look, here's the thing. It's not like it's not impossible that something could come out of left field, okay? And we have actually heard, I would say Caracassis, I believe is the individual's name, right? That's a pretty good leaker, and he even kind of floated out the idea of there being some sort of super secret PlayStation show in December. Now, he kind of backtracked from that a little and said that was kind of speculation, but he did float it out there originally when he was talking about Wolverine, right? The Wolverine might either appear at the Game Awards or maybe at a PlayStation event in December, okay? So it's not like something couldn't happen, but I would say, again, that second point from Jeff Grubb, he's normally on it. It kind of sometimes goes to the last possible second, right? I think the last state of play, he kept saying over and over again, it's happening, and just days and days and days went, and nothing was being announced. It started to look like, whoever was talking to him wasn't telling the truth, and then it kind of just happened at the last second, right? The final hour, and it happened. So, when he says things like that, I do generally believe him, because I do think if he heard something, he would say. And in fact, actually, his track record is saying the month. He would say, hey, yeah, there's something happening in December. He normally doesn't, overestimate, he, get too cocky with, oh, yeah, it's going to be the showcase. You're going to see 30 games. Normally, he underdoes it, right, just in case, anybody gets mad. So I think that's the one that I'm kind of looking at the most right now, that I do feel like he would know if there was an event in December. And here's the thing. It's November 13th, right? Yeah, what do you got? Maybe 3 or so weeks, right? Because as we talked about yesterday, with the Game Awards on, I believe, the 12th, so we're less than a month away now, you can't do it on that same day. The 3rd keeps popping up, but that could just be because of the anniversary. You also can't go too late. That's the other thing, right? You got to think about, everybody putting this stuff together and, doing the promotion and just, having the stream go up. You know what I mean? That's a lot of work from a lot of people, and you're not doing that on December 21st, December 22nd. A lot of people, in terms of the gaming industry, a lot of people leave, right, for the holiday season, and they can take multiple weeks off, these people. So there really is, I think, a hard cutoff. I think probably December 15th, 16th, 17th, somewhere in that range. That's it. A lot of people leave after that. So I don't know if it doesn't happen before if it doesn't happen in the first half of December, it's not happening in December, right? And then okay, you take that a step further. If it's happening in the first half of December, that's less than a month away. Okay, you'll be doing it in less than a month. People should start to hear about it, right? Somebody should start to hear about it. And I don't know. I want it. I've been saying that for a long time, right? Because if we get a showcase, then there goes the rumors of the Twisted Metal and Sly Coopers and all that kind of stuff. And I'm always on board for those things, as I mentioned 1,000 times in these videos. So I want them to be true. I want it to happen. But this does definitely deflate it. I gotta be leading into this, I was pretty negative on it. I don't want to believe it just because I don't want to get myself excited. Over the last week or two, I've been getting kind of just more optimistic about it, and then Jeff Grubb, flies in and kind of nukes that idea. But, that's okay. You need that every now and then. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure, as always, you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on. I hope to see you all on the next one.